Hello everybody, it's a video you're not expecting. Why am I making this video? What's the point? And it's a very good question. Today we're answering two questions, big questions. Why the park is dying and what really is the future of this park? And we're going to answer the future part of the MPSL network because I don't really think anyone's going to watch the park is dying part. Sorry to myself because I don't think... you'll see what I'm going to do at the end. But what's the future in store? What do I have planned is two things. Harker versus Menard at Harker basketball. We'll maybe do baseball, really. Well, it depends what Harker thinks. I don't think Harker likes us at the moment. But still. And then we're going to do El Clasico. Airs versus Mexicans and Whites. That's coming back. Part 9. Get the schedule sometime in April. Hopefully before the month ends. Hopefully when we can agree on it. We're on spring break now. In the middle schools. The only exception is David. He goes to a different school. But still, it takes forever for this park. Oh yeah, and Idris, his spring break ends. But still, it takes forever to schedule a park game. You'll see why. And then the reason why you can't really post anything over spring break, it's raining. It's supposed to rain all those days. That's what spring's for. Spring is the most rainiest month. Now, if you came here, well, enjoy your minute and 20 seconds, really, because there's nothing else for the future of the park. Yeah, I can just go to my archive. Nabil sentences still record to not record, edit 2 videos. Now we're gonna answer a hard question. Now, I don't think a lot of people are gonna be here when I say this. It's a hard topic. Why is the park dying? Now, for some context, for some backstory, I met this park, the MPSL, in 2023 of September. Right, September 2023. I was in 7th grade. I just started 7th grade. Came back fresh out of Palestine. The backstory is, I created this. A lot of people came to the park and we started playing sports from there. Now, I will say the height was definitely in 2023, 2024. You'd think it'd be in the spring. It'd be from, I'd say the spring, honestly. From fall 2023 to spring 2024. Summer was good. I like summer 2024 much better than 2025. Because 2025, you couldn't go out. It was just hot, humid. There'd be not really any good days, I would say, for any park day weather. Park weather is a huge thing here. And then, right? And then over the course of those, let's go, that just section, almost a full 6 months, right? That was those good days. Everyone go to the park. That's before we went to 7-Eleven, really. But it was a good times. We had the MPSL leagues 3 times. It kind of failed. I made 5 leagues. It all failed 5 times. That's not good, which I think it's part of everything I've tried. I'll mention that later. But yeah, that's really it for the backstory. And then that was what I said, the spring of 2024 to spring of 2025, towards the end of spring and towards the start of summer of 2025. That's when the park started to really not die, but it started to not severely decline, but it wasn't at its peak. It started to not severely go plummeting. Once you reach your peak, you start going down, but it went down steadily. It didn't go down hard. It just went down steadily. Like not a steep slope if you're doing y equals mx plus b for my algebra friends. It wasn't a hard decline, It wasn't a very bad hard. It would not a lot of people would. It wasn't that much park days as before, but there'd still be a lot of people and they would go to the park, right? Chance for now, not much people are going to the park. Their attention spans are horrible. Everyone wants to go to 7-Eleven. There's so much issues, right? So much issues. Now we're going to cover most of those issues by starting off. Competitiveness is better than funny moments. And what I mean by that is what makes the park so special. I'm going to give you examples here. What makes the park so special is when stupid stuff is funny. You laugh at stupid stuff. There's a difference between dumb and stupid. Dumb stuff is something we don't want to happen. It's just dumb. We don't like it. It's not funny. It just takes up too much of our time. Stupid stuff is funny. That's what the MPSL iceberg is for. If I wasn't lazy, I'd make more. Arsenal's a really good editor, honestly. I don't know how he does it and how he doesn't really burn out his editing. That's what I mean by that. His editing is high quality, yet he still pushes through. Well, my editing is okay because I'm not really in type of editor. Anyway, I know passing that. For example, you have funny moments like the $7 Oliver, which is a hard pull if you'd remember. That was in spring of 2024. If you're listening to that, drop a palm tree emoji if you heard if you're watching this far. Palm tree emoji for $7 Oliver. And then you have funny moments like FaZe Kyle over crashing his dirt bike. That's so iconic. Him crashing his dirt bike into a bush. The freeze-dried Skittles incidents. Those funny moments is what makes the park so special. It's not always about sports. It's always about having fun at the park. No one wants to go to the park when it's just boring and plain. No one wants to, and that's the problem. The park is coming plain. No one really goes to the park anymore. Even my teacher said that. And I live in a small village, around 14,000 people. Most of those are elders. People elders don't go to the park. It's just a small village, small parks, not much. All those parks are dead mostly. Everything's a ghost town. Now we're gonna go on to the next section. I have 4 sections written down. 5 if you include the backstory. ADHD/attention spans. The ADHD has always been a big issue in Menard, but it wasn't that severe. It'd just be dumb moments. But the dumb moments sometimes turn into the funny moments, which is why. The most dumb incident was him throwing stuff at us back at Freedom. I'll roll the clip on the side. But I'm going to put 2 clips, one there, one down. And then, right, that's when the porta potty ambush, which is below, we just ambushed him. That's in the MPSL iceberg, right? Those are funny moments. We like those. I'm gonna start rushing. But the attention spans of the park have gotten severe horribly. Very bad. We used to do, we're gonna give you 3 examples. Baseball, soccer, basketball. No, not baseball. Soccer, baseball, football. Soccer, basketball, football. There we go. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Soccer, basketball, football. I'll give you soccer first. Today we were supposed to do a soccer game. First 2, 5, win by 2. Game ended 1-0. 4 of my teammates left. For reasons I don't know. I don't even know. They won't tell me. They just left. They got bored and left. Then football, we used to do first to 10, win by 2, even 15. And now we can't even play football because even after a couple touchdowns, let's say 4 touchdowns, they're just going home. Go to 7-Eleven. Big issue there. And then basketball, which isn't really a major issue in the park, I would say. It's the least most ADHD attention span in the park. But still, that's first. We used to do first to 32. We used to do first to 40. Now it's just first to even 21, 25 to 32. One time I did a 1v1v1, me, Jackson, Artagon at Harker. The same day they were supposed to schedule, but they left, and that's not their fault. That's mine, right? The game got boring after 30 points. But yeah, we did go to first to 100, but still, you would think it would be, good. And then mostly, right after they're done, is they go to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is the gravestone of a park day. Right after 7-Eleven, you're not going back to the park. No, you're going home. Either it's towards the end of the day or it's very early, and no one just wants to go to the park. So the 7-Eleven, if you reach 7-Eleven, you're going home. There's nothing to it. You eat 30 minutes, maybe you spend 30 minutes talking to your friends on the curb and eating, and then you go home. 7-Eleven is the gravestone pretty much of a park day. I said this 4 or 5 times, but it really is. I've done everything I can at this point. It's just all I can. I did 5 leagues. None of them worked out. So I'm not doing a 6th league, right? I did make park days, add relegation, get people to come, recruit more people. I tried. I really tried. Even me and Arson have tried this. We've tried many solutions, but none of the solutions are working. Hopefully I'm wrong and my words are wrong and people come back to the park. I hope they do. And I hope their attention span is better. I can't lie. I watch Instagram Reels on 2x speed. So my attention span's fried. It takes forever to start a game as well. Today, the game I just talked about took more time to set up than it did to play. Than the game duration was. That's bad. That's really bad. And I know I'm part of it because I'm on a bike. I can ride a bike now, but I'm on a bike and I could just start biking wherever I want. Right, and I just come around and I see them and they're still not ready. So I'm like, okay, keep biking. But what if they're waiting for me? That's something you don't know. You don't know the full picture. And now I'm going to talk about the last thing and the video is going to end because I'm not dragging 10 minutes of your time. The final push. I made 9th grader going into a 10th grader. I don't have much time left. We don't have much time left. We should maybe be working and maybe even on a harsh sports team. Not harsh, competitive, more competitive. And we won't have any time. And that's even the middle schoolers are transferring to high schoolers as well. Most of us are in 8th and 9th grade. And the final push, I say, from this time to the end of summer is really the final push we have from filming. And then we'll maybe even post archives or maybe even just forget about the channel. Not forget about the channel, but most likely it's not going to take 2 to 3 months to get a video. That's probably what's going to be. Well, I hope you listened. I hope you did. I kind of vented to you guys. I hope you really listened to me. I need that. Need to get that off my chest. You guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your year. And let's go MPSL. Hashtag we are Menard. Have a good day and MPSL forever.